What if I told you that somewhere in the universe right now, a star is dying in a way so powerful that for a brief moment, it can outshine an entire galaxy? And if that same event happened too close to Earth, it could wipe out life almost instantly. Yet strangely enough, that violent explosion is also one of the main reasons you exist. This is not science fiction. This is real. This is a supernova. In the silent darkness of space, stars are born, live for millions or billions of years, and eventually die. Most stars end their lives quietly, cooling down into white dwarfs. But massive stars, the giants of the cosmos, do not die quietly. Their death becomes one of the loudest and most powerful explosions in the universe. A supernova happens when a massive star, usually more than 8 times the mass of our Sun, reaches the end of its life. For millions of years, the star survives because of a balance between two unstoppable forces. Gravity constantly pulls inward, trying to crush the star, while nuclear fusion inside the core pushes outward, releasing energy that keeps the star stable. A perfect cosmic tug of war. But eventually, the star runs out of fuel. Nuclear fusion slows down and finally stops. At that exact moment, gravity wins. There is no more outward pressure to resist the collapse. What happens next is catastrophic. In less than a second, the core collapses inward. Imagine something millions of times larger than Earth suddenly being crushed into something smaller than a city. Temperatures rise into the billions of degrees, hotter than anything naturally possible on Earth. Atoms break apart, electrons are ripped away, and matter itself begins to collapse under unimaginable pressure. The core becomes so dense that normal physics struggles to explain it. Then suddenly, the collapse rebounds. The outer layers of the star, which were falling inward, are violently blasted back into space in a massive explosion. This is the supernova. A shock wave races outward at a significant fraction of the speed of light, carrying unimaginable energy. In only a few seconds, the explosion releases more energy than our Sun will produce during its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. For a short time, the dying star becomes unbelievably bright. A single supernova can shine brighter than an entire galaxy filled with hundreds of billions of stars. If one happened close enough to Earth, it could even be visible during the day, glowing like a second sun. Ancient civilizations may have seen these sudden, new stars in the sky without realizing they were witnessing the death of something enormous. But behind this beauty lies a terrifying truth. A nearby supernova would not just be a spectacular light show, it could become a planetary disaster. The explosion releases intense gamma rays, X-rays, and high-energy particles across space. If a supernova occurred within roughly 30 to 50 light-years of Earth, it could strip away the ozone layer. Without that protection, Earth would be exposed to dangerous ultraviolet radiation, potentially triggering mass extinction events. Some scientists even believe ancient supernovae may have influenced extinction periods in Earth's history. Yet this destructive force also creates new beginnings. After the explosion, the core does not simply disappear. If it is not too massive, it becomes a neutron star, an object so dense that a single teaspoon of its material would weigh billions of tons on Earth. If the original star is even more massive, the collapse continues until it forms a black hole, where gravity becomes so strong that not even light can escape. And while this sounds like pure destruction, supernovae are also responsible for creation. Inside dying stars, and during the explosion itself, the heaviest elements in the universe are formed. Elements like iron, calcium, carbon, oxygen, gold, and uranium are created in these extreme conditions. The explosion scatters them across space, where they mix with cosmic gas and dust to form new stars, planets, and solar systems. In fact, everything around you, your bones, your blood, even the oxygen you breathe, contains elements forged inside ancient stars and spread across the universe by supernova explosions. In a very real sense, you are made of stardust. So a supernova is not just an ending. It is destruction and rebirth at the same time. It is the death of a star that gives birth to new worlds. Somewhere out there right now, a massive star may already be approaching its final moments, silently preparing for the most powerful explosion in existence. A moment where something dies so brilliantly that it helps the universe begin again.